Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to jump right back into it. I've taken a break of about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes or something, let some stuff done. So we got 2 Mark V forced inductions. If you have a look in my inventory, I've also got 2.1k of molybdenum, so I already got all of the stuff off that thing that finished down in the caverns. So now we are good to go. So now, we also finished this laboratory research collect thing. I haven't really looked down at the cold caverns sort of deal, but yes, I'm assuming everything's going on fine down there. So what we will do right now is we are going to set up a smelting setup, and it's going to be right here because this guy has lots of power. So 4. So we're going to replace you. And we need to make it, don't we? We need to make the actual thing. The thing that just took a million years. Mark V power boosters should be available. The only question is, how do we make sure we only pick up like 2 instead of 200? Well, that's a pretty easy way. I guess that's the upside of having them in separate piles. You just click on them and you get them. So excellent. So we do into here. I'm assuming you just go like that. Unable to find any ore. So this is going to be a smelter. So if we go over to ore. Molybdenum. So let's do 1, 2. Need 8. This is bad. This is very, very bad. You better produce more than 1 bar, okay? You just better produce more than 1 bar. That's 1 bar. That is 1 freaking bar. Okay, out of 8. So that's going to give us a total of 250 bars from the amount that we've got so far. Okay, so suddenly the casting basin. So what is this? So it's 112. And we need 15 of these guys. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. So, that's definitely going to suck. I'm hoping that this does it at a better ratio, but who knows, really. What else do we need? So we need what I really want is the trencher. So we need 3 of these, so that's 75. 150. Okay, so that'll give us stuff that we need. So it's 150. So what we could do is we need 300 of each bar to build 2 of those trencher systems. So we can only build 1 trencher system, so we might have to go down and do some funkiness, get a bit of molybdenum out of it, and then set it over in chromium for real. So, okay. Put you in there. And this is a one-stop shop, isn't it? Okay. So you need to be like that. Alrighty. So here's the plan. So we need another big chest. 50 slots. 500, 1,000, 2,000. We're going to use our good friend the zipper merge. 8. To equally put these guys in. And then we're just going to let that smelt, because God knows I am not doing, not building another one of those heads. I'm just not. So 7, yoink, and then you need to be my other ore. Excellent. So that's 4,000 divided by 8 is 500 approximately, so like so. And power is not going to be an issue. Absolutely not. It's using about, I don't know how much it's using, 30 power per second, something like that. So anyway. I would love to get more of those hard rock grinders set up, even though they are destroying the ore. I'd love to get them, simply because then we don't have to screw around so much with the trenches, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like our aim is going to be to get 2 trenches set up, one for molybdenum, which is 36 million, is the one I just stole from, so might be a bit less now that we've force-fed it, but hopefully the trencher, let me just alt-tab here. Okay. So let me have a look here. So yeah, apparently the Mark 1 has a whatchamacallit, has a 5% efficiency, which is shockingly bad, and you can't put plasma heads in it either, which sucks. So, and then there's a Mark 2, which, yeah, a Mark 2 which has 25% efficiency, and then a Mark 3 which has 100% efficiency. We don't have the research, so what we do is we go to our magical chart, which I'm going to put on the other tab, so I can have it open all the time and not need to alt tab to it. Because I got, like, the other window, sorry, 3 windows, so tier 4 ore extracting. So apparently we need to do tier 4 particle research. Particulate filtration. Probably need to do this guy. Chromium and molybdenum. Of course it needs that shit. Of course it does. Man, I'm just gonna... This is just gonna be a thing, right? We are just gonna need more of these things. More of these whatchamacallits. Yeah, and then tier 3 drills, which are the 100% things, are just way down in the guts. But the good news is, once we get to tier 2 drills, they will give us 100% efficiency on everything other than chromium and molybdenum anywhere. So we could basically just get those going, and we would be able to chuck away our plasma head production completely. Although that's completely and 100% working right now, so I don't know about that. But anyway, resin, yeah, we would kind of need resin for more of those flathead things. So whether or not I get more resin and get that working, do I have any of those? See, I got one back, one hard rock grinder back, so gives you a little bit of help, just a little bit though, not that much. And this is still slow as. But that's just going to be a thing. So, what are we going to do this episode if we're not building more of those hard rock grinders? I could, but I have to restart the game to re-trigger the resin, because... Or I'd have to find more resin or something like that. But what we could do is we could get to... We can either do one or two things. We can get the lens processing, or we could get a persistent resin deal going on. Conduit. Fires up to 10,000 power per second. Okay, I feel like you were just over the top. Like, we could use it. We don't really need to. Get that stupid interface. No, it's still going to be stupid, isn't it? Geothermal generator. Lens polisher. Lens chroma. Okay, I really need those for the thing. You know what thing I'm talking about, the thing. You got any bars yet? Bunch of each. Okay, that's good. So, remove only, add only. So let's have a look at the... I didn't create those machines, did I? I don't think I did. Lens polisher. Overclocked crystal. Do we have those automated? I can't remember if I automated those or not. I automated those. The lens overclocker, I don't think I did. Let's just take some crystal clock. And I think it was a machine over here, actually. This guy. Crystal overclocker. So if we go back to... There we go, F5. Dump that in. That'll give us some overclocking. And how much do we need for the lens polisher? 2 for that, 2 for that. So we need a total of 4. Geez, you are taking your sweet time. Takes, what does it take? 8 seconds? Even with full power, takes 8 seconds. That is just a massive pain in the ass. Well, at least we're going to have 200 of them just stacked away. Alright. Lens polisher, lens chroma. Okay. And what we'll actually do is, I feel like this is a 2-step process, so let's do that. Remove only. And then 9. Add only. Remove only. Add only. With a nice belt in between. So now we can go ahead and lens polisher 6. So it's looking for things to do. So what do you need? Diamond, emerald, go away progression. I know I've crafted a lot of items. Ruby, sapphire, topaz. Apparently it doesn't like the organics. I could have sworn it said it was fine with organics. Let's give it a test run, shall we? So, exceptional organic lens. Oh no, it's switched on. It's doing something. Polishing. Unfocused polished lens. 66 seconds left. Well, you can just kiss my ass, okay? Alright. What we do is... Let's have a look here. So, crude organic lens takes a pristine eye. No, give me some more. There we go. Pristine faceted eye. Crude organic lens. And then put that back because we had one left over. We go over here. Suck some of that stuff out. I don't know why it doesn't pull this. It's ruined. Maybe this thing doesn't suck. It should suck out ruined. That should be an organic, right? Did I put the wrong thing here? Did I really put the wrong thing here? And it's just been here. So this is the garbage thief, which is good. This is the ore thief. Please don't tell me I put the wrong thing here this whole time. Ow. god, look at this piece of crap. Okay. You are ore thief. Type. I may have made a significant mistake here. Quantity. We want something with a quantity of 9. We don't have it, but I could have dumped it off anywhere. So, ore thief. Ore thief. Ore thief. Ore thief. Ore thief. Give you 100 copper ore. I feel like you are an organic thief. You're green. You look like you should be an organic thief. Garbage thief. 3001. That's a garbage thief. And what are you? You're a garbage thief, 3001. But you are pulling stuff out, and that guy wasn't. So that's definitely not a garbage thief. Here we go. This is pulling out the copper ore I just had. So what's your problem then? Because I am almost 100% certain that this is the proper thief. It's green, it looks good, it says garbage thief 3001, but it's not pulling out any of this crap. What the hell? Oh, now I understand. You're not pulling it out because you don't like these chests. I remember seeing that at some point. There we go. What's it doing? What are you doing? You got power. Okay, looks like it pulled out all that stuff. Yep, looks like it pulled out all that stuff. Let's put another one here. Nothing else to go in here. Man, that bloody stuff really screws me over. So what we do is we go F5 and done. Done. Alright, so what did we make out of that crap? So you are storage empty. E-I-E-I-O. Are you going to accept these lenses that I give you? Well, you already took one of them, so there, that's fine. So 8. Well, that took relatively a short amount of time. 60 seconds. We did 8 of them somehow. Okay. So that's unfocused polished lens. Alright. F4, F5, F6. So where's the other side of the coin here? Where's the other bit? There it is. It's the thing with the scary face on it. You serious? You need chromium bars? Are you freaking shitting me? Okay, so I put you down. No valid attached hoppers. There we go. Unfocused polished lens and chromium bars. Well, this just sucks. This really, really just sucks. Alright, well, we'll let this fill up with our unfocused polished lens, because at least we got those. Well, we are so not throwing away chromium bars to make these guys happy. That is just not going to be a thing. Okay. Let's go ahead and set up a permanent resin setup, because I think that can be a thing, which can be very awesome. So we're going to need ore, extractor. Yeah, so we got to... So, alright. So the way that infinite resin does work is one of two ways. Either you restart the game and you mine it faster than it can generate it, which is one way of doing it. The other way is you get it to generate resin and send it towards you. And the way you do that, from what I've read, is you get the Minox to suck things up. So this guy, if we go over here, we can see by throwing a torch up that it sends tendrils up north. That is the direction of our CPH. I think it is, or maybe our CPH is over there. I thought it was over there, but anyway, is going up north. So what we do is we set up a resin gathering facility, and then we get it to send resin up. And the way we get to send resin up is by, you know how when we put conveyor belts and the Minox steal things off the conveyor belts? Apparently they're feeding that stuff into the Hive monster. So it'll use that stuff the Minox are stealing to generate resin. So we do that to our advantage. So we find something dodgy, like a little bit of tin somewhere. We mine it, or like a little bit of this crap. The Minox starts stealing it. This guy starts generating resin, and we start, yeah. Let's just pick up this stupid plant. And yes, and then we've got an unlimited amount of resin because this guy's constantly building it. So, in order to do that, we have to tear all this down. How's my inventory looking? Pretty decent. So you are no longer needed in this location because, of course, it's going to shoot resin. It's going to grow resin up. And so dealing with this location, no longer a good idea. So we're going to build it somewhere else, basically. So up here, I feel like we should be able to build it right along here. I feel like it's a pretty good location. I don't know how many we'll need, but I feel like we'll set up 2 here. Oh no, we'll set up the full 4. We'll set up the full 4 because I don't know any other resin locations that we can find. And they shouldn't need to be fully powered, I don't think. So anyway, what we do here is we'll just move across here, give ourselves a nice little platform that we can shoot from. I don't know if this will completely wipe out the hive mind. I don't think it will, but anyway. So we go battery time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go back up to here. We'll leave those guys where they are. And I want to leave spoiled organic remains in my inventory so that, because there are filters that depend on that, so I like that. So, alright, floaty McFloaty. 1, 2, 3, and then we forgot the last battery. There we go. Floaty McFloaty. And we're gonna have, what are we gonna do here? Oh, what is this? Ablated laser resin all the way over here. Well, these guys can shoot backwards and get it, I guess. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Actually, it's going down quite badly. No, it's fine. It's recovering. It's going to be those little guys. I can't realistically imagine actually losing anything, so... Yep, alright. So we go like that. Or do we? I feel like we chuck this further back a bit. Give ourselves some space. And we'll get the power all the way back here. Well, sort of anyway. So what we want is, we want to get this resin out of here. This is too hard. It's just too hard. Oh, we can do it behind it. That's fine. Hopefully this resin will be gone fairly soon anyway. So what we do is we do this. And then we do 1 forward which is this. And then we do 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's alright. I guess that's as good as we're going to get. So 9, 2, 3, 4. And I don't think we have a lot of transport pipes, do we? Oh, we should, because we just picked a whole bunch up off that mess. So, where's my transport pipes? Conveyors, conveyors. Man, I still love how this bloody type ordering thing does not put the transport pipes next to these guys. And I can't see them for the life of me. I just can't see them. There we go. All the way over there. The last place I was looking. And for now, we'll just put that in a thing there. Okay. 3. Give me a lens. Shoot straight up. So this is at negative 22 and 6. Let's go back to our platform here.
Your base is under attack.
Negative 22. And 6. Excellent. So 7. Clear this away, and what I want to get is like we did before, I want to get laser pointers shooting directly into each one of these guys, so we don't have to rely on battery sharing, because battery sharing just sucks. Really sucks. Okay, so you are going to be 7 right here, and then we do 3, and then we do 3, and then we do direct. You get a lens, you get a lens, you get a lens, you already got a lens. I don't know how much power these guys need, but I don't know. I feel like these guys don't need lenses. Although this guy's filled up nice and fast. Shooting that. What's your deal, buddy? Power. Definitely seems to be favouring some things, doesn't it? Let's get a bit of bigger battery in there. Hopefully that'll back up eventually. Or if it doesn't, we'll just get 2 of them working, but that's fine. Liquefied resin. Oh, there it is, right there. Excellent. Excellent. So now we're going to ablate all of this stuff. Oh, stupid jetpack. Oh, you're blading? It looks like it already ablated. the bits here. Excellent. Okay. Pristine phosphorus gland. So now we go up to stage 2 of the plan, which is... well, we don't need much energy for this guy, so... we're just gonna do this. Rotate around. Ah. How far down can we get to this guy? Going straight down? Doesn't look like it. That's right. 3. So, then 3. Shoots there. 5. And then we do a big old 6, and we do 8. And we drag this belt out for a bit so that the Minox will get onto it. I'm pretty sure that's what causes the resin to start spitting off. And this will just run forever. Well, it'll run until we run out of lithium ore. And how much is there here? 230,000. So that's a pretty decent amount. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see if this actually works. I don't know that it will work. I just read about it. But yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. Of course, once this fills up, these will back up, but then there'll still be things on the chest, and if the Hive decides to steal them, then yes, it will steal them. Ah, that was my bot, just running out of power. Well, you got power, don't you? Yes, you do. And we got a nice little bit of lithium ore in there as well. I don't know how long we have to wait for Minox to get onto this, but we'll just leave it. We'll leave it, and yeah, we'll come back at some other point. How did this stuff get down there? Swear to God, I have no idea. 28 liquefied resin. So that's cleaned up all that stuff. And I don't think, because this is a range of 16, so maybe they'll get in range to be able to hit the whole thing. And I might be a little bit worried about that because I don't know if it'll actually build up resin if it's, yeah, but we'll see. Anyway, I am going to go and restart this game and let this guy redo his resin thing. So I'll be back in just a sec. Alrighty, we are back. We are restarting. Haven't got any Minox yet, but hopefully we'll get some soon. This guy is starting up beautifully, and already the laser guys are going to work. So yes, it'll be beautiful. I would very much like for them to not completely destroy it, because I don't know if they're going to be able to continuously spawn resin if it's completely destroyed, but I think I might. Let me just Alt-Tab and double-check a tab. Yeah, I don't know. It keeps talking about active hive mines versus inactive ones. Maybe active is where it's producing blocks and inactive is where you've mined all the resin from around it. Anyway. We're moving on. We're getting some resin. We're farming some resin. We're getting some resin to farm some resin. And I think that's, you know, that's the important thing in the end. Although I'd love it to be absolutely 100% automated. We'll just have to see. The main test is going to be... What's your deal? Okay, so you're going slow as. Still haven't got any Minox down here, but that's fine. We'll leave them. They'll come eventually. If you build it, they will come, and they will try and steal all of your crap. So yeah. It's going to be a test. Even if all this resin is destroyed by our things, when we come down, there will be Minox down here eventually. Yes, there will be Minox eventually. And if there are Minox and this guy is not building resin, then we will have to assume that it is inactive because we destroyed all of its resin. And if that's the case, then we will just have to move our lasers up a little bit. Give me some light, please. I feel like there should be way more lights in here. Okay. Anyway, let's just go up to the surface, see if there's anything that needs to be looked at on the surface. And then we'll finish the video off, because I feel like we've done quite a bit this video. How is our stuff going? 1304, so that's not too bad. 61 and 71, that's not too bad. Still slow as, like absolutely slow as. 83%. Yeah. 8 ore. That's just crazy. Absolutely shit, to be honest. Anyway, maybe afterwards, or maybe now. Can I have a look at the better smelting options that I have? Let's have a look. Better smelting options. Does not tell me how much it does. It really doesn't. Because what I could do is I could do a hard rock situation, get 2000, and then do like a casting basin or whatever the hell it's called, and that would give me a lot of, like if that's like a 2 ore for 1 bar sort of deal, then that would be beautiful. I imagine it will be. I don't imagine it will be 8 for 1, because otherwise why would you bother building it if it's just an 8 for 1? So, yes, anyway. I don't think there's really anything else to do this episode. Do I have any resin to drop off? I do have a bit. Let's drop 60 off. And yeah, this system is still set up beautifully. It's got 1 more in there since we've waited, and 5 more on this side. So yeah, it really is backed up by this this gold setup right here. And the tin's not really putting up much more of an effort, to be honest. These things are so freaking slow. But what are you going to do? I mean, the fact that it's got 1 there, that's a lift. That's a tier 5 lift we could just build, or a tier 2 lift we can build in like 2 seconds now, because there's 1 there. So I feel like I do not mind in the slightest. So, yes, that is where we're going to finish it off for this episode, I believe. Let's go back down and let's have a look at that thing, and yeah, then we're gonna finish it off. I promise we will finish off soon. I know I go on forever and ever playing this game. What I should probably do is I should just go on, and then every episode I should just split it into 2, and I'd have like 20-minute episodes. Whoa, yes. Look at that crazy little eye. Yes, shooting it apparently does nothing, but it's still fun to do. Yeah, so what I might do is I might just stay down here, end the episode, and then... Still got no Minox. They got a spawn here, don't they? They really do. I'm very surprised we don't have any. Yeah, okay. Usually they come within a few minutes. Anyway, I'll just go offline and I'll leave this guy running. Offline the video, but I'll leave the game to keep running, and we'll see how that resin works. How it generates stuff. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will catch you guys later. See you then.